Good evening, I'm Isaiah Jacob with your sports update. Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy will miss his third consecutive start because of a high ankle sprain after he was held out of practice once again today. Carson Wentz is set to start Sunday against the Browns. Also, Lamar Jackson has been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Houston Texans with a hamstring injury. Jackson, a two-time NFL MVP, will miss his first game due to injury since a wild card loss to the Cincinnati Bengals in January of 2023. In college football tonight, there's one ranked team in action. 23rd ranked BYU hosts West Virginia at 10:30. Of course, tomorrow night, Ohio State hosts Minnesota at 7:30. Some ranked matchups tomorrow at 3:30. 16th ranked Vanderbilt travels to take on 10th ranked Alabama. And then later tomorrow night, number 3 Miami goes to 18th ranked Florida State, who are looking to rebound after their loss to Virginia last week. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Bring it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh! Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Off and rolling here on a Football Friday. I am Brandon Beam, hanging out with my guy Patrick Murphy. We got Isaiah behind the glass. Isaiah, happy Football Friday to you, my friend. What's happening? How you doing back there?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Love seeing Pat roll in. He's ready to roll. I love it.
It's a Football Friday for Pat, too. I'm sure he was very busy. Patrick, you got your headphones on? You got your mic screen on? What's happening? How are you?
It's been an insane day.
Has it?
Yeah. It's
Why?
Just,
What's been going on?
you know those days where just like everything you do gets interrupted or delayed? Like driving here?
Yeah, I have a 2.5-year-old. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a 2.5-year-old, and I had one of those. Driving here, I hit every red light. Like,
Leave 10 minutes earlier.
well, yeah, but I won't go into it.
There must be a lot of red
I'm
lights
here.
between there and here.
Yeah, I think
There
there's
were-
about 3. I think
No.
I've counted before on the way from Pat's house to the radio
there
station.
are 13 red lights, not
You did
including
all 13? Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, it was just, and it happened earlier while I was trying to go to the Verizon store. It's just one of those days, but I made it. I'm here.
Other than that, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
I got World Cup tickets, so that's
Did
exciting.
you?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. How much
was the
did you
good
pay
part of the
for 'em?
day. You don't want to know. Well, to be fair, I bought more than
Were
just
they
for
6
me.
figures? I'm guessing it was.
I spent yeah.
Just tell everybody.
I don't remember.
They
off
want
the
to
top of
know.
my head.
Everybody wants to know.
I can look it up before we get to the next segment. That's a
Just
tease.
give us a ballpark.
So the tickets for Seattle, which is where the U.S. will play, I think were $405 a piece. I
Okay.
bought 4,
Okay.
and then I
Quick
have
math on that, 1620
Yep, and then I have a
without tax
friend-
or fees.
I have a buddy who lives in Kansas City, so I looked at those tickets and I bought a total of 8 for those games. Now I will get paid back for some of like these aren't all for me, obviously, but yeah. So in theory, I should go to 3 games.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
going to go to all 3 group stage games.
Well, they will not be. The Kansas City games are opponents or teams to be named later. Only
Yeah,
the Seattle game.
why put the USA in the middle of the heartland?
Yeah, that would be dumb.
Yeah, let's just put them on the coast. Pat, how much are you looking forward to Ohio State being back at home at the Horseshoe tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll be nice. Look, last week was a lot of fun going out to Seattle. I'd never been to the city before, even the state. The stadium, as we talked about yesterday, was awesome. I know you talked about it all week, but nothing like being back at the Shoe. And night game, which, look, I know it's Minnesota, but as we talked about yesterday, there hasn't been a Big Ten night game since the end of the 2023 season. So this is something to be excited about for sure.
I agree with that, and I'm excited to see what this Ohio State defense can do yet again, because honestly, we had these conversations so much during the offseason. Jim Knowles leaving, obviously, to go to Penn State. That was a bit of a bumpy situation. A couple of days after, I think it was the ESPN article that kind of chronicled the details of Jim Knowles maybe calling James Franklin or James Franklin calling Jim Knowles a couple of days after the national championship game. He wasn't here during the national championship celebration that happened. I'm excited to see what this defense can do. Honestly, if you would have given me a truth serum when Ohio State hired Matt Patricia and said, do you think this Ohio State defense could be better statistically? Again, we're early in the season. The Ohio State team last year has a whole full body of work to go on. If you would have given me a true serum and asked if they're going to be better than last year's defense, do you think so? 100 times out of 100, I would have said no way. But they are. I'm excited to see this Buckeye Silver Bullet defense getting after it again tomorrow against a redshirt freshman quarterback, homecoming game, primetime game in the Horseshoe.
Yeah, I think you're spot on with the defense because how do you top the best? They were the best defense in the country.
Yeah.
I guess your answer is you let your
one of the best defenses we've seen in Ohio State history.
Yeah, right. And I guess the answer is you let your coordinator go to a Big Ten rival, and you bring in a multiple-time Super Bowl winning coordinator to replace him. But look, I think it's important to point out, like, this defense doesn't work just because Matt Patricia comes in, right?
Correct.
The other coaches have to...
You do have Caleb Downs.
Yeah, well, I was going to get
and
to
Sonny
that.
Styles.
The other coaches have to... This has to work. Ryan Day's talked about that was a big thing of, like, finding somebody who could bring their own ideas but was willing to work within the framework, not only of the defense that's installed in the field, but the chemistry that group had. He had to fit, right? And I think that was a question with Matt Patricia based on the last time we saw him coaching and sort of the way he handled himself, at least publicly.
True.
It's been a fit. Then you have the scheme that was already in that was successful, so now Matt Patricia can tweak it. But then you have the players that do it. You mentioned some of those guys there. If they aren't as versatile, as intelligent to take on a lot of this, like, they're doing an NFL defense. And there are NFL guys out there that wouldn't be able to do this. Like, if every NFL team could disguise coverages the way Ohio State's doing right now, they would. But you don't always have that group. And so having guys that can take the meeting to the field, as Ryan Day says, and, do different things has allowed Matt Patricia to just kind of go out there and it's almost like playing the video game, right? Like, I'll move these guys around and they'll be fine here and they'll be fine here. Like, maybe their rating changes a little bit. But, Caleb Downs is going to be close to 99.
Just show blitz whenever you want to.
Yeah.
I've always found that was going to be key to success in, like, Madden or NCAA.
Right.
So I think we were talking to Bobby last night, and Bobby was mentioning it, like, everything is kind of like a a la carte platter, right?
Yeah.
Like, where you don't know necessarily what you're going to get. If they run up in the 4-3 or the 4-2, whatever it is, whatever the lineup is, that they have the ability to change on the spot and give you multiple looks. And we did talk about Matt Patricia in that front, that he can give you multiple looks. But giving you multiple looks on paper and then actually being able to do it with the players you have is two entirely different things.
Sure.
And so far, this Ohio State defense has hit that ball about 550 feet out to the left corner stands.
Yeah. And one of the things, and players have talked about this, is like, it looks complicated to the quarterback and the opposing offensive coordinator and whatnot, but it's been simplified for them. So, like, they're not...
Which is the best case scenario.
Right. And if you think back to some of the defenses before Jim Knowles got here, like, Ohio State tried to do some of this stuff where, they had, I remember, like, Jerome Baker and those group of linebackers, like, all of them were up at the line of scrimmage, and then it was who's going to drop, who's going to come, all that stuff, and they couldn't get it right. Like, they just didn't have the guys to do it, or it wasn't coached in a way that guys at a college level can kind of take that in and then go out and play without overthinking things. And guys talked about that. They were thinking too much. But this group, they've figured out a way, whether it was Matt Patricia, whether it's the other coaches, however it's worked, to simplify it enough to make it complicated for the opposing team, but they all know what they're doing, and it's not too different.
What are you anticipating out of this Ohio State offense tomorrow? Because I'll be honest with you, Pat, I'm anticipating a barrage. I'm anticipating a lot of points for this Ohio State offense. I don't know if it's just get the ball to Jeremiah, let Julian work. It's a home game. It's your only home game
This
for
month.
like 6 weeks.
It's the only one this month.
I mean, you had OU now 3 weeks ago. You get this game, and then it's, I believe, until Penn State comes into town.
Yep.
Like, you get Illinois on the road, you get Wisconsin on the road, and then you get the bye week, and then it's Penn State. It's a long time until this team comes back home. I'm anticipating maybe a full throttle for the first time all season long Ohio State offense tomorrow.
Yeah, it's funny. So
Which they haven't done yet.
No, they definitely
And they
haven't.
don't need to, because they're winning games, and all that matters is that you win games. But I, as a fan, am looking forward to maybe the point onslaught tomorrow.
Yeah, so we do our predictions, and we sort of do a round table where we ask the staff gets asked a bunch of questions, and the last one is how's the game going to play out? What's your prediction? And I thought, and I wrote in there that, like, I think that the offense will open up more, and I thought I was putting a decent number up by saying, I think I said Ohio State 30-9.
Ooh.
And everyone picked higher score than me. I think everybody else on our staff picked in the 40s. So I thought I was saying...
Why are they going so low?
Yeah.
50s.
And I'm usually the most... of our group, at least, the most like reserved. Like we talked about this before. Like I need to see these things. It was like the Jeremiah Smith thing last year. Like I needed to see Jeremiah Smith before I was like
needed to see Bo Jackson this year.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, a lot of it, this defense, like all of it. Like I'm not gonna overhype things. And I think maybe that's like I need to see this offense go out against a real team and click like it did, not against Grambling, but maybe at points against OU. And so, but I do think it will be an improved, like, let Julian kind of get going type of offense tomorrow, and it'll be more fun than maybe that most of the first half against Washington.
I think it's homecoming, right? Like, if you're going to air it out at some point, it's homecoming, it's Minnesota. No disrespect to the Golden Gophers or PJ Fleck. Now's a good time to do it. If you're going to try it out, if you're going to wade into the waters and test it out, I think tomorrow evening is a very good time to do it because you know behind you, if you make mistakes on offense, you do have this defense to bail you out if you need it.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see what this running game looks like. We've talked a lot this week about, is this when Bo Jackson actually starts the game? Does C.J. Donaldson keep that and Bo Jackson is in quickly like he has been? What is James Peoples' role? Like, you know, they only had 6 possessions last week, right?
Yeah.
And when I asked Ryan Day about how he was okay, if he was okay with that kind of running back rotation, he was like, well, it's hard to kind of get anybody going when you don't have that many touches. So I assume they will have more touches. And that's another thing.
It wasn't like their play disparity was that big, though. I mean, I think they did have 63 plays run. But to your point, they did have 6 possessions.
Right. And they did have to matriculate the ball down the field. Now, Spencer brought this up, Spencer Holbrook, yesterday, was like, it's kind of their own doing because they want to play a lot slower than they used to. And they're doing it for a reason because they hope that there is another long run in the postseason, and we saw how well that worked last year. So I get the reason for it, but I think there are times when maybe, hey, let's put the pedal to the metal a little bit. Let's go a little bit quicker. You can still huddle and go quick, right? You're not in a hurry up offense. But
their tempo offense has been awesome this year.
Yeah, when they do it, you know, it's good. And I think Julian really likes it. I mean, I don't know if he's been asked about that. I haven't heard it, but I think he likes to just like get in a rhythm and go.
Yeah, next time that you get to talk to him.
Yeah, let's ask.
Ask him about that.
Right, I will.
How
Brandon
different is
Bean,
that from the huddle? Yeah. From me. Yeah. That's the question from me to Julian. 3 keys to a Buckeye victory coming up next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon. Even if this promo is playing in the morning, no judgment.
Ah, sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
Hey, Buckeyes, I'm John Chabot with Surest, a digital-first health plan designed to make healthcare simple and affordable right here in Ohio. At Surest, we believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a VIP opportunity through our small business sweepstakes. Winners will be recognized on the sideline at an Ohio State home football game. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Surest. That's SUREST. Surest, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The 2026 Buckeye Cruise for Cancer sets sail on the Silver Sea Silver Ray. It's an intimate ship with an even better experience. It's all-inclusive of beverages, shore excursions, taxes, and gratuities. Sail to bucket list ports like the Grand Turk, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. With Buckeye greats including Ryan Day, Bobby Carpenter, A.J. Hawk, the Boren Brothers, Ezekiel Elliott, Ryan Shazier, and more. Sailing from Fort Lauderdale, February 17th through the 24th. Call 614-792-6204 to book today.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town-properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our low prices. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Come on over to Heartland and Join our family.
Now, where can you get a full suite of business banking services served up by well-trained, caring employees with unquestionable integrity? It's right here at Heartland. Relationships matter. I'm Scott McComb. Come over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
AgPro has been family-owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
The regular season is getting closer. A new goal, a new challenge, a new season. Blue Jackets hockey comes your way in 6 days. Proud to be your flagship home for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Flexible, secure, fun. Oh, and great pay, too. Are you not sure what you want to do for a career? Or are you thinking of changing careers? Being a dental hygienist or dental assistant may be the perfect fit for you and provides all of these perks plus more. Talk with a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org to learn more. Become a valuable member of the dental team and start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunny skies, warm temperatures, and a perfect start to the weekend. We're in the low to mid 80s on this Friday. Overnight down to the mid 50s on Saturday morning. Back in the mid 80s by Saturday afternoon. And a great night for the Buckeye game at the Shoe. Temperatures falling through the 80s and 70s and 60s, but will be dry and clear right through Saturday night. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The best damn radio show in the land. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Hey, if you want something to do tomorrow with Jerry's unbelievable forecast, you can join us live on campus tomorrow as the Buckeyes host Minnesota. We're going to be tailgating at the O Patio and Pub on Lane beginning at 10 a.m., featuring live bands, great food, and a fun time. The Fan at the O Patio and Pub on Lane is sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers, Jameson Whiskey, and Coors Light. And if that's not enough for you tomorrow, and you want to get your party started this evening, well, the Capital Ford Columbus High School football game of the week takes us to Olin Tangi Liberty tonight as the defending D1 state champs host undefeated Patrick's Golden Bears of Upper Arlington. Coverage is going to start here, 10 minutes away from now at 6:30. We got the kickoff at 7, and then after the game, it's Byers Subaru Dublin's Overtime with Ryan Baker and Lee Cochran. Friday nights are for high school football right here on The Fan. So we had a lot of fun last night of how many times Patrick Murphy leaves the outer belt. You might be leaving the outer belt, or I should say the inner belt, tonight to go venture outside of the outer belt. You are going to this game.
I think I might go up there.
The switch up.
Yeah. So my fiance,
hammer the over of 3.5 times a year.
Yeah. My fiance is a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Yep.
Taylor Swift released an album at midnight last night. So she's having a group of girls over to listen to it while they read the lyrics and talk about what they mean, I guess. I'm not really sure, but I need to be out of the house for that. So I was like, well, what could I do? I could go sit at a bar. And then I was like,
normally what you do.
Yeah, but I was like, wait a second. We talked about the game. And then I was like, well, we don't get done here till 6:30. The game's at 7. It's like a 40-minute drive. Does it make sense?
It's not 40 minutes.
According to the GPS, it's 41 minutes.
I'll tell you what. I think I broke a new record of getting into work today because it took me about...
That's what you're saying.
46 minutes to get into work.
Which is long. For those people who don't know. I'm not going to tell people.
I don't live too far away. I live in Clintonville, so you can do the math on that. It was a tough time getting in here today.
That's rough. That's rough. Like, we both had an issue. You got here plenty early because you left plenty early.
Yes, I left at 3:45.
Yeah, well, Beam, we don't start the show till 6.
Yeah, that's true. You are right about that.
But yeah, so I think I'm going to do it. We'll see. It's going to be as we leave the studio decision. I'm going to need to stop and get something to eat real quick, too. So I can miss the beginning because I can listen to it on the fan.
Yeah, that is exactly right. Thanks to everybody for listening and watching on YouTube tonight. Ohio Alliance with a question. I'm interested to see how our run game does tomorrow. The strongest part of Minnesota's team is their run defense. Yes, that is correct, but Spencer Holbrook was breaking down the opponents that they played in their run defense. So I don't know if that's a paper dragon in Minnesota's run defense.
Right.
When I think of Minnesota, I think of Wisconsin light is what I think of when I hear Minnesota. Like, yeah, okay, you probably got some good players. Like Coy Perch is awesome. Watch him tomorrow roaming the defensive backfield. He's a great player.
The guy Ohio State really wanted.
It is true.
Yeah.
And then they got Caleb Downs, and they said, oh, okay.
Yeah, but they could have used them both.
They could have used them both. That is exactly right. I think this run game tomorrow, Pat, aside from the defensive side of things, to let all hell unleash on this Golden Gophers offense and a redshirt freshman quarterback, I am excited to see the run game and what they can do tomorrow against this highly touted Gophers defense.
Yeah, and I think, look, Rutgers, we went through the numbers last night. I don't have it up in front of me here, but Rutgers ran all over Minnesota. So I think Ohio State will be able to do that. I do think that, I think Minnesota's defense is at least decent, but I do think that
I think Washington's defense was better last week.
Yeah, I mean,
you were there. I don't. You tell me, because all I'm seeing is TV broadcast stuff.
Yeah, I think that, like, if you look statistically, Washington's defense isn't close. Neither team had really played an offense before that game. Like Washington State, does that? Yeah,
not a Power 4 team.
Yeah, right. Yeah, technically. So I think that it will be. I think this will be maybe a bit of a bigger test, but I still just don't buy it. You know, Cal was able to move the ball pretty easily. Rutgers ran all over them. Cal was able to move it when they needed to, I guess I should say. Yeah. So I don't think Ohio State's offense should have a problem, assuming they come out focused, clicking, all that.
If you're looking for 3 keys to an Ohio State victory tomorrow, Pat, I'll ask you second. I'll go first. To me, it is just offensive line. Establish and push, ultimately first and foremost, because if you're able to dent that Minnesota rush defense and you're able to get something going on the ground, whether that is CJ Donaldson or James Peoples or Bo Jackson, if you were able to establish that run, then I think it could be a long day at the office for the Gophers. If they're keying in on that, and then all of a sudden you got Carnell Tate or Brandon Indus underneath, Jeremiah Smith, obviously, or any of the tight ends, I think it's going to be long. So I'm going to say key number 1 to victory for the Buckeyes tomorrow for me just comes with a dent with the offensive line.
I will go on the flip side. I think defensive line, getting pressure on Drake Lindsey. He's never played in a game like this. Never played in front of 100,000 people. Never played in 100,000 people.
A lot of people haven't.
That's true. And so you want to test him, right? Coming off of last game with Caden Curry and Caden McDonald going nuts, Kenyatta Jackson, I thought, while his stats didn't show it the same way, I thought he played really well. I think if you can get to him early, start to get in his head a little bit, that makes your life a lot easier for the rest of the defense.
Key number 2 for me to an Ohio State victory in homecoming week against Minnesota comes for the linebackers. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. I don't know what Matt Patricia has planned for these guys. Arvell Reese, Sonny Siles, Peyton Pierce. I know you're probably not going to be spying, but are you going to do some more exotic stuff with some blitzes? Or are you going to keep them back in coverage?
Right.
I think that will be the big test for Minnesota offensively, is being able to key in on these Ohio State linebackers. And if they can decipher what they need to do, then I think maybe it might be an okay day for Minnesota. But I think the Ohio State linebackers are second key to victory for me. They establish themselves early and often, as they've done so far at this juncture of the season. I think it'll be a fine night.
I'm going to go with stopping the run. We still don't know whether Darius Taylor will be there.
Good player.
I assume he will be there, but whether he will play or not, we will find out, as PJ Fleck said 2 hours before the game when the injury report comes, or the availability report comes out. But if he's in there, like you said, good player, you've got to make sure that he does not get going, because that's a way that Minnesota could, shorten the game even more. play kind of keep away ball, not allow the Buckeyes to do some of the things they want, and maybe stay in the game longer than you would like. So, and if he's not, they've got some other backs that haven't been great, but don't let them get great tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's a not let them get great game. You're absolutely right. Number 3 key to victory for me. I would like to see a clean special teams game.
Ooh.
I would like to see that. Good punts. No punt returns dropped.
Don't punt. How about that?
Or don't punt. Even better. Yeah. Don't punt, which would also be the same thing as a good special teams game. No drops on the returns. No fair catches inside like the 7-yard line. Don't need to do that. This team has not had a fantastic special teams game in a long time. No. I'd like to see that flip tomorrow during homecoming.
Yeah, even the Indiana game last year when Caleb Downs returns for a touchdown, like the rest of the special teams wasn't great, if we're being honest.
It wasn't.
As a whole. And I think it's been better this year. I do want to see Brandon Innes, to your point, if the ball's going to go over your head, it better be bouncing.
And they trust him. He's a captain.
Yeah, and I get it. And I think, I have my questions about it, but I think I understand why they're sticking with him. Last 2 games, he's had some solid returns. My last thing is get the ball to your playmakers.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
JJ, 8 catches for 212 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And you just saw in that last drive of the second half or the first half, and then in the second half, like the easy ways you can, even if they're scheming against Jeremiah. And if they do take Jeremiah away, Carnell Tate didn't touch the ball until the 4th quarter. Brandon Innes didn't touch the ball till late in the second. Like, get the ball to these guys. And look, the weapons include the running backs. Like, if you can get the running game going, get it, have a balanced attack, and let's see this thing at full throttle, like you were saying earlier.
Patrick, I had a great time tonight. Do you need a translator for going outside of the outer belt? Are you okay? Do you need a roadmap? Are you fine?
I've got my new iPhone.
That's why you relate.
Yep.
That's why you relate.
It's not.
Murph, have a great weekend. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Justin Zwick and I will be probably on at like midnight-ish. Everybody have an awesome weekend. High school football up next on The Fan.
Nothing beats a cold beer on game day, but sometimes you've still got things to do. Hey guys, Eric Reeser here. It's why I've been grabbing Go Brewing, award-winning non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like beer. Good news, Go Brewing is now available at Kroger. Grab a 6-pack of their tropical IPA in the beer aisle next time you're there.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to My Computer Career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Hey, it's Timmy Hall. Looky here, guys. The Grove City Smoking Hot Wing and Music Fest is back for year 3, Saturday, October 4th at American Nitro. I'm excited. We're talking cold beer, killer wings, live music all day, football on the big screen. It all supports Ghosts of War, helping veterans in need. So veterans and military, you're in free, baby. Get your tickets at americannitro.com/wingfest. Brought to you by The Fan, Columbus Chamber, Martin Painting, T-Mobile, and Greenscapes. Wingfest, flavor, fun, and football. What more do you need?
Ready for your next truck? At Krieger Ford, we have just what you're looking for. Trade in your vehicle and get a new Ford F-150 with a black appearance package for $11,000 off MSRP. It's all part of the Krieger commitment. Best cars, best people, peace of mind. Visit us today on Morris Road in Columbus or find your new truck at KriegerFord.com.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at green